Guys, Deluded, I'm back again. How do I start this? Basically, well, I always talk about the journey now. How do I start? Basically, I know in life you have to take your time, you have to guide, there's a time to be a fox and there's a time to be a lion. But I'm a big fan of energy, and what I mean by that is we've all got 24 hours in a day, which is why I say if you want something bad enough, it doesn't matter how much you work, the hours you do or whatnot. Yes, sleep, food, time, all of these things are relevant, but if you want something bad enough, you will make it happen, whether that means staying up a couple hours before sleep, whether that means sacrificing your lunch, whether that means whatever in it. These are all things I've had to do in balancing a 9 to 5 and this, to the point where some people think I don't have a job. Like, yeah. But if you want something bad enough, you'll do it, innit? So you can see how much energy is required in life. We've all got to earn a living. We've all got to improve skills we've already got. We've all got ambitions. We've all got personal and private relationships we're trying to work on, build on, and advance. We're all trying to advance our careers. So you can see the energy that's needed. One thing I don't like, and I don't want people to mishear me, I have a lot of friends that are vloggers and bloggers, and a lot of people have reached out to me and stuff, and there's been a lot of organic and authentic ones, and you'll only see me make content with organic and with in regards to, how do I put this? You'll only see me make content with individuals where I feel the contact between ourselves is good to a point where it will feel authentic and organic. Ultimately, regardless of if they've grown up the way I've grown up, if we resonate with each other and we can strike a relationship sort of thing with each other, you'll only see me make content with these sort of individuals. I won't do it where I've done it before, and I'll get onto it, where I felt awkward or felt weird or whatever, and I've known to myself it might not necessarily be the case. And I'm very big on staying true to yourself and playing your card and nothing else. I mean, I'm a big fan of as well, instinct, your gut. Like, I'm not saying you must always follow your gut, but your gut doesn't lie. It tells you when something's wrong, and I normally sit on it. Because of the way I've grown up and things, people, I'd like to think I'm incredibly street smart. So I don't believe in words. Words mean F all to me, pardon me. Words are free. The real expensive thing that pays is actions. If you wanna see what someone's really on or what someone's really about, look at their actions. We can all say we're hardworking and all of these things, but the actions in your respective discipline is what makes the difference. We can all sell dreams and stuff like that, and that's why I don't listen to things, because talking is free. Everybody's got it. The real expensive currency is doing things, because you can't get time back. You can't get energy back. So with that, I'm a big fan of committing to no cause but your own. Like, I'm only committed to Deluded, to be fair. That doesn't mean I'm not, and don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I'm not committed to other causes. That doesn't mean I'm not open to other collaborations. That doesn't mean anything. What I mean by that is, I've had a lot of offers specifically where people are like, yeah, your stuff is good. Not by no one big, but just like normal people doing podcasts. People are like, your stuff's good. Do you want to do a weekly blog for us? Do you want to do a weekly vlog for us? Do you want to do this and that? All of these things are fine, and you can say, yeah, it helps with exposure and these things, which you can say it does to a degree. But which I say this, a couple of these times, my audience or my reach is bigger. It feels like you're trying to come up off man and make man do all the work or something. That's what it's felt like you want me to do all the work and you sit back and we share the same fruits. No, we equally work, sort of thing. That there's also times it feels like a bit of a sideman thing. It's like, I mean, I'm very narcissistic. I'm very humble, but I'm also very narcissistic. I'm up my own ass. I'm the best YouTuber at this thing. I'm Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not here to assist. I'm not Ozil. I'm Messi, Ronaldo, and them and there. So it's like people wanna take my thing and pull it in a box and it will be under their collective thing. And I'm not with that. Like, I'm not with that. I'm not with the, okay, Tuesday 9 p.m. you're committed to this podcast or you're committed to this blog or whatever. Unless I've volunteered or I want to or it feels right. I'm not really about that, to be fair, because it feels like you're putting your own cause and that you're putting your own cause forward at the expense of mine, and that's not the case. Like I can only do so much. There's only so much time. Like, even with a certain thing that I don't want to name nothing, but a certain channel I used to appear on. I used to appear on it all the time, and I've got no bad feelings. I would be open to going in again. It's a good channel, but obviously you've got to play the game a bit. I know a lot about football. I need to learn a lot more, but I know I learned clearly. I speak sense in it. I know this in it, but the world doesn't. So by that logic, you had to bite the bullet, swallow your pride, go on these shows, be treated like a sideman of sorts and stuff like that. But it never used to feel right with me. Like, even the language that was used, even the way that I was messaged and things like that, in the sense of I might message these individuals and they might not reply for days or weeks on end. But if something pops off with Arsenal, something that Deluded can give his opinion for, you're replying and digging me off, and that's not the way I operate in it. But I had to swallow my pride. I'm pretty sure there's a show on it, because I remember sitting down on the show and then I deeped. It's like, this doesn't really necessarily feel right. The sentence went along with, such and such, I don't want to list names because I'm not here to do that, but such and such wasn't able to feature on the show, so we've got Deluded in. So yeah, that really made me, again, because I can't, you probably doesn't emotionally resonate with you, because I don't want to get people in a palaver and that. But I was sat there as it's going on, and I watched it back on the video, and I thought, nah, like, this didn't feel right, like, I'm not a side man, I'm the main attraction sort of thing. Like, you like, Deluded is not some toy you take out and put back and use to further your cause and throw away. It's like, you either mess with man 100 or not. And that's the sort of way, like, obviously the industry is the industry, and you have to bite the bullet. And again, you have to take your time, you have to play the game a bit. I'm not discrediting none of that, because I am doing that to a degree. I have to, like, but yeah, like, it's just, like, you just can't take me for a side man. Like, I'm the main attraction sort of thing. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will miss this message, but what gives me confidence is this will resonate well with a lot of people. Because even if we go back to this show, like, I was paying out my own pocket for travel, I was paying out my own pocket for all of these things to get there, and I was being treated like this, innit? So obviously comes a point where you think, okay, you have to play the game. Obviously you have to play the game, but now you need to stay true to yourself. You need to. I'm a man. I'm a sort of person where obviously I have my own thoughts and my own way of going about something, clearly. But I believe in reason. If someone presents me with another way that might bring different results, I do that. And if I come back to the other end of that conclusion with that alternative method, and I come back to what I believed at first, then cool. And that's what I believe to a degree. Because yeah, it's you could say, obviously appearing on certain other channels, some of you were able to find me. So at the same time, there was benefits to it. But did I feel right? Did I like the feeling? Did I like the language I was spoken to? Do I like a lot of these things? And the answer is no. Like, do I feel I was necessarily showed the same amount of respect? No. And that's why you don't really see me on these blogs and these vlogs and these other things. Like, I'm all open for collaborations. I love to collaborate with people. But like I said, if it doesn't feel organic or authentic, I can't do it. And there will be a lot of collabs coming. I'm in talks with two very authentic people, and then I'm not gonna list names. You guys know I don't talk off my mouth. I don't talk stuff unless things are doing. I'd rather just show you, but they know who they are, innit? They're Arsenal fans, and they're very authentic people. So yeah, and not even just them two. There's a lot of different collabs. Like, what I actually want to do is get Google Hangouts on this thing. Like, I've got a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I talk football with and stuff like that. I want you lot to see them. I want you lot to be on it. Like, this is a thing for you lot, sort of thing. That's what I'm about. Like, I'm about working with the little man that wasn't given a chance, that wants to prove himself. I'm about that. I'm not about people with this snooty thing. And I know the industry is snooty, the industry is fickle, the industry is moist, and a lot of people in it are moist. Clearly, I stand out in YouTube, not because I'm certain different ways, but clearly I don't mix my words. I stay true to myself, right or wrong, and you're not seeing me going and all this madness and acting funny and like a funny boy and them things there. So I stay true to myself. That's why I stand out. Maybe that's why I'm not accelerating at the pace a lot of you think I should. Maybe that's why I'm doing this thing on the other hand of it. But I must be doing something right, because I've got a couple of subscribers, really, and you lot are the realest out there, because you're messing with the realest YouTuber. But I'm just waffling now. Guys, Deluded, let me get out of your hair, man. These thoughts were just playing on my brain. I thought, let me release something. I'm out.